Welcome back, everyone. I am, like usual, soaking up the sun, so finding a spot in my house because it's a little bit cold today, but with tons of windows, tons of views of the outside, so feeling all the natural medicines and elements around me. Taking it all in. Today I would like to do a grounding practice. I feel like grounding and staying close to my mat and let yourself just feel grateful for what you have in this moment. And there may be a lot of things missing, but there's a lot of new things or time for new things. And I was talking with my brother and his wife and Gary last night, and we were saying how this is probably going to be a super creative period for people because you have time at home to be creative in your yoga practice or in your art or in the kitchen or in your music or just really anywhere, right? Even just in your parenting, you can be more creative. I've seen a lot of really creative things on social media that people are doing with their kids this week, so that's awesome. So just being grateful for those moments and knowing that we're all sharing the pain of isolation, so we're all in it together. Taking a few deep breaths with your one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Big inhales. Exhaling all of the air out. Eyes are opening, hands come behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, take a twist. Right hand can come to the back of your left knee, or maybe it just comes right into the middle of your diamond. And come all the way around, counter twist. Come forward, reach your arms all the way forward. Scooching your fingertips forward, taking your fold even a little deeper. Walk your hands in, roll yourself up. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet. I just opened the window so we can hear some of the sounds from outside because I just realized I forgot music, and to go back inside right now and have to go past Leona would be really bad for my yoga practice. Might be hours before I get back out here, so if you want to turn something on at home or if you want to just have a quiet practice today, you can enjoy some peace and quiet. Taking a few cat-cows, inhaling as you lift your heart and chest. Exhale as you round your spine. And I always like to just come into child's pose, lengthen spine, and then come forward, and child's pose. And maybe come forward and drop belly, up dog, rounding, child's pose. Come up onto your knees, let your shoulders pass your wrists, drop your belly, lift your chest. And rounding child's pose. Bring your forehead down on your mat. Wrap your arms around your legs, grabbing the outsides of your feet, making yourself really small. As small as you can get. Your forehead is connected to the mat, and the mat is connected to the ground, and you just start to feel closer and closer to Mother Earth, to nature. This creates a nice safe feeling to come over your body. Bringing your hands to the top of your mat, coming up into downward facing dog. Your head's hanging heavy. Bend both knees, lift your hips as high as you can, press into your hands. And then come forward, lower your knees, lower your chin, lower your chest. Inhale, untuck toes, lifting low cobra. Exhale, shift back, child's pose. And then come forward, tuck your toes, rise up, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out. Drop your knees. Drop your chin and your chest. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Walk your hands towards your knees. Make your way onto your bottom. Toes are kicked back towards face. Arms are reaching up. Exhale, take a forward fold, going for the outside of your feet, or maybe grabbing the ground next to your legs. Bending your elbows, pulling yourself in, lengthening spine. If you have the outside of your feet, start to bend your elbows, folding even deeper. Walk your hands back in, rolling up. Fingers come behind your back, lift your chest. Now bring your hands down, fingers are pointing towards toes. And then lift, you can point your feet, let your head fall back, chest is lifted. And then exhale, come down, come up into boat pose or Navasana. Just getting your core to start working here. Feet come down, hands come down underneath of shoulders. And you're lifting, let your head fall back. And then you can come right down. And this time, Ardha Navasana, 6 inches on both sides. And then you're coming forward, arms are reaching up. Exhale, taking a forward fold, grabbing for your feet again. And if you're grabbing your feet easily, maybe you'd like to flip your palms so your pinkies up on opposite feet. And then you're folding, pulling yourself in. And release, roll yourself all the way up. Bring your right foot to the top of your left thigh. If you can, if it doesn't come that far, then that's okay. You can just leave it right here and stay right here with left foot. If it comes onto thigh, you can bend your knee and sway a little from side to side, opening hip. Straighten out left leg, right leg goes straight. Left foot's coming onto the top of your right leg. Somewhere, if it comes onto your thigh, you can bend right knee. And release. Both of your legs are going straight. Spine is nice and tall. One last fold. Maybe you're going for your heels. Maybe you're going for opposite feet. And then you can swing your feet to the right side. Come all the way back around onto all fours. Move spine a little, cat-cowling. Kick your right foot off of your mat. Left leg is going long. You can peel your left arm open. Gaze up over your left fingers. Then reach your left arm forward. Finish the circle. Sweep it all the way up. Reach your left arm forward, sweeping. And then just allow left arm to reach up into the air. If you want, you can lift your left foot, pushing through your left heel. Feeling balanced here. If you'd like to take a shoulder opener and a quad opener, bend your left knee, kick left foot into left hand. And release, extending arm and leg. Bring your left hand, left knee down to the mat. Circling. Okay, there's not that many sounds coming off the lake and it's cold, so closing the window. Okay, taking knee down, side plank on the other side. So now your left knee is down and your right leg is long. You're reaching right arm forward, taking a few circles or windmilling right arm. And just reach that right arm up. Right foot lifts. Maybe left toes are tucked like a kickstand. You can bend your right knee and bring your right hand into your right foot if you'd like. And release. Bring right hand, right knee down to the mat. Come back into downward facing dog. So rise up, tucking your toes, pressing heels down, bending knees from side to side. Then lifting your right leg, bend your right knee, stack your hips. And step your right foot outside of your right hand. Maybe scoot your left foot back a little bit. You can straighten right leg and bend right knee. You can peel your right arm open. Reach right arm forward, bring right hand down. Jump your left foot forward. Drop your bottom, palms together. Elbows pressing knees wide. It's okay if you look something like this. Malasana. Bring your hands down to the mat. Pop your hips up. Parallel your feet. Sway from side to side. And then grab for elbows so that you can just let your weight fall, your ragdolling. Walk hands forward, straighten spine. And then we're going to bend knees, Hands pressed down, take a step back with your right foot. And just start to straighten left leg and bend left knee. Press right hand down, peel left arm open. Take it forward, bring it down on the inside of left foot. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, roll yourself out, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, both knees at the same time. Get your hips nice and high. Inhale, lift your right leg, step your right foot all the way through. Drop your left knee down to the mat, sweep your arms up. Bring your hands down to the top of your mat. Straighten out right leg, kick your right toes back towards you. Half split. Opening up back side of right leg. Then bend your right knee. Tuck your left toes and just army crawl to the left. Forward fold. Bring your hands through your legs, pull yourself in. Walk hands over to the left side. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Untuck right toes, sweep arms up. Bring hands down to the top of the mat, straighten out left legs. Kick your left foot back, fold. Bend your left knee, tuck your right toes, swivel back around, heel toe your feet so that they're all the way closed. Heels together, toes wide. Bend your knees, walk your arms forward, Malasana. And then you walk your hands back, take a seat, feet pressed together. Walk your hands forward and fold. Walk your hands back in. Now turn your right leg. So you're gonna internally rotate right hip instead of having it externally rotated. So both of your knees are turning to the left. And then left hand catches the back of your right leg. You're twisting. And then come around and counter twist. Now, pull that left leg back to the left. Spin onto your right, the front of your right leg, your right thigh, and come into pigeon pose. You can stay upright or you can come down. Walk your hands in. Come on to your left hip. Then just take your knees and let them spill over to the right side. Right hand's going to come to the back of your left knee as you twist. Come all the way back around. Counter twist. Go the same direction as your knees. And then pull your right knee over to the right, upper right corner of your mat. Spin onto your left thigh or the front of your left leg. And come down and take your pigeon pose. Silence is pretty powerful. Many of you might have things going on in the background, so this might not be as quiet, but for me practicing, it's pretty nice to have some silence. And then you can come back around into goddess pose or goddess legs. Okay, this is where I'm going to leave you today. You can either come down onto your back, take bridge pose, maybe take a twist or two, make your way into Shavasana. Lying here nice and still, you can choose to just fall right down on your back right now. Maybe let your hips stay wide and come right into Shavasana. If you want to keep going, maybe we did a lot of hamstring and hip work, so maybe you want to take yourself into a straddle or a split pose. If you're taking straddle pose, you can heel toe your feet as wide as your mat, and then walk yourself down onto your forearms and just work here, right? Taking a few breaths. And if you are taking split pose, you can come back through Anjaneyasana right here. And then you can come into a half split and maybe slide your foot forward and let yourself come down into full split. And then just take a few breaths here. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Spread the word. Thanks for the shares and thanks for joining and practicing as per usual. Hands come into heart center. Namaste.